Oblivion, the remaster. My love of Elder Scrolls started here on Morrowind on PC, a game that I found in the bargain bucket in my local game store. Then in November 2005 they released the sequel, Oblivion. I think the combination of these two games, I sunk in about 500 hours and was truly immersed and hooked on the Elder Scrolls saga. Then, with speculation and rumours, then they released a trailer and announced its release. But this is another example of fanboy phenomenon mixed with nostalgia gone crazy. I've noticed increasingly over the last 5 years that influences and opinions can shape the destiny of a game's success. And it's hard to find what is the truth unless you sample it for yourself. So the first thing I noticed was the character creation. Obviously it's an improvement over the original by far. Along with improved menus and UI. Let's have a look at the character creation from the original. Couldn't even have proper facial hair. But still, isn't bad today, and it's 20 years ago. There's so many visuals that have improved over the original. It definitely is pleasing to the eye, even without its bloom from the first game. However, this for me is where the nostalgia ends and the gameplay begins. There have been some new mechanics added. I'll show you the sprint later. But the hunch forward, the frame rate drops, and even the combat isn't quite what I was hoping. The response time for your shield block is like a lag delay. Whereas the original, it works well for a 20-year-old game. And this is where I become annoyed with people who are rose-tinted with nostalgia. To say that this is amazing, it's 10 out of 10, it's nowhere near 10 out of 10. And as a remaster goes, it is better than some of the other ones that have been released. Grand Theft Auto Trilogy springs to mind. So a new mechanic is the sprint button. This wasn't featured in the original, and it does appear to remind me of Speed Skater. Visually, the world does look good. Throughout the world, there are still some bugs. This is a skeleton. Okay. And true to their word, they have kept bits from the original game in it, and this visual error was in the original game. All roads lead back to Skyrim. It's not bad, and it's just not fluent. It's not like Skyrim. And I guess obviously the mods of Skyrim have created a game that is no longer Skyrim. Coming up is an example of the frame rate in dungeons. I'm sure it's going to get patched, but unfortunately, look at the FPS. I'm not going to be around to see it. I tried it. It's just not for me. So I noticed that there's performance and quality mode on Xbox Series X, so I thought I'd give that a go. Unfortunately, the frame rate is even worse than quality. And Bethesda living up to their standard of releasing games that need patching. What's frustrating is that I do love Bethesda games. I'm becoming tired. And after Starfield, I just want quality.
And please, let me know if there's anything you need. My resources here are limited, but I will help in any way I can.
Okay, send word it needs a patch. For a lot of fans, the nostalgia of the game brings it back to life for another playthrough. But my increasing concern is influences and self-importance that I no longer know what the truth is. I see games that are marked 10 out of 10 and some 3 out of 10 and review bombed on a say-so. IGN and some of the others who I've followed over a while are no longer valid in their opinion. Game reviews seem to have lost credibility. The truth is, you have to try these things for yourself to see whether they're for you, or whether their place in history belongs there.